Okay. Here we are, folks. Here we are, another day. Much blessings to another day. I do not feel ready at all, but we are going to go for it, okay? So, Season 1, Episode 4. Man, Episode 4 already, guys. Already Episode 4. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to your daily podcast. Okay. So, today I'm going to pick up where I left off from Season 1, Episode 3. I mentioned I was going to talk about Starseeds. Now I'm going to break it up. I'm going to talk about Starseeds on this one. Then maybe I'll loop around and I'll talk about light workers and mystics, and any requests that you have, please let me know. I would love to take your requests. So anything you would like to hear me talk about, let me hear it. Nothing is forbidden under the sun, so please send in your requests. Any topic, I'm interested in learning about everything and anything. So even if it's a topic you find weird or not important, let me tell you it is important. And if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Also, if you want to be featured on my channel, please let me know. Same way you let me know about your requests. Text me, DM me, Agent K21 on Instagram, Agent K21 on Twitter. Okay. Yeah. Send me those requests. Okay, I am a little bit tired today, just a little bit. I got up this morning and I did a 5K walk for the Out of the Darkness Suicide Awareness Walk. That is a charity that I have chosen to participate in, as far as either walking or donating or a combination of both. And so today I did that. And let me tell you, you are only as old as you think you are. Okay, you're only as old as you think you are. It's all a mindset. You're only as old as you think you are until your body starts to fall apart. Then you're as old as your body tells you are. So be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. Because let me tell you, these cream of hamstrings is burning, child. These muscles is I should have stretched first. That was a mistake there. I didn't stretch. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to go out here, not eat anything, and just walk, That's what we do. So yeah. But go ahead and look up that. I don't have that information here either, but if you search on Google, because, hey, this is the age of information. If you search on Google, Out of the Darkness Walk, you can find one that's in your town, in your city, in your state. I don't know if they do it around the country, around the globe yet, but I know they do it in the States. So with that, go ahead and check that out. Register, sign up, volunteer, get involved, do that. All right, so let's get into it. Starseeds. What is a starseed? What is a starseed? Let me tell you, I had no reference. I had no clue what a starseed was. I was oblivious to what a starseed is. And shout out to the person who put me on to Starseeds. Very grateful, because now I know. And it makes a lot of sense now. Now, initially, when I started looking up what a starseed is, all I kept finding was things about science fiction and books and novels and things that I'm like, is this some fake shit? Is this some Scientology type shit going on? Like, what is this? But I'm going to tell you my own personal vibe on Starseeds and how to know if you are a starseed and what your opinions are. I'd love to hear your opinions as well, because I'm sharing mine. Let's hear yours. Let's go. To me, what a starseed is basically, it's the light within us. Okay, it's the light that is within each and every one of us. And we all have different purposes while we're here on this earth. And some of us, our purpose is to elevate the consciousness of people. And what I mean by that is we are all energy at our fundamental level. We are all energy. And energy can change its form based on thoughts, actions, beliefs, etc. And I think one of the best studies I've ever seen of energy and the power of words, more specifically, was this research that was done in Japan. Fun fact, I used to live in Japan. For those who don't know, I used to live in Japan for 4 years. I really resonate with the Japanese culture. But one thing that they studied was the power and the impact of words over water. And if you speak words of love, the water changes. If you speak words of fear, the water is, really diluted and really changes its energy. I'll just put it like that. And what this study showed me at the time that I researched it was, if we're made of water, only imagine what our words are doing to our own bodies. And so I feel like the Starseeds are here to kind of help people see that we are more than what we've been taught, help people see that there's a whole universe going on inside of every person. Say what up, Spiral. And the Starseed mission, I feel, is one of humanity. It's one of unity. It's one of elevation. It's one of breaking down the boundaries that were once there before. It's one of helping people become their greatest versions of themselves. So, there are a lot of Starseeds out there. A lot of them doing podcasts, a lot of them doing YouTube, a lot of them writing books, a lot of them in the entertainment field, perhaps. One example you can look at is Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey is a Starseed. I think he is definitely a Starseed on a mission. And there are a lot of people who I would consider Starseeds. Either Starseeds or light workers. And, they're very similar. I personally consider myself a Starseed and a light worker. I think that both of those resonate with me. I'm just going to feed my cat right now because she wants to get some attention, though. What up? What up? So, that's the noise that you hear in the background is she ready for that food, though. So, Starseeds are basically people who have these. Well, I think that we all have them, but it's up to us if we choose to awaken or not. The creators of the Matrix, I believe those people, those Wachowski sisters, I believe they are Starseeds. They are also the creator of so many movies that have really helped elevate the consciousness, the conscious mind. I think that they are Starseeds. I think there are many people who I would consider Starseeds. But, what do I know? I'm just a Starseed. So, 444. Hey, what up? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually read a definition. I'm going to give you a website, and I'm going to read some stuff off of here too. This is from Gaia.com. Article Gaia.com/article/RU R-U-A Starseed-27. You know what? Just Google the shit, okay? Google Starseed and check out the Gaia definition. And for those who don't know what Gaia is, you may have heard of Gaia, or you may have seen, especially people who are already researching this stuff, you may already know, or you may have seen Gaia on, an advertisement or on YouTube or, just whatever. Gaia is Mother Earth. Gaia is Greek. It comes from Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, Gaia was the mother goddess who presided over the earth. So for me, growing up, I always felt like there was I always believed in heroes and legends and myths and Greek mythology. And I really just was gravitated towards a lot of stuff. And I actually have a video on my website page. So again, if you are looking for counseling, for private counseling sessions, you can go to my website page, which is myname.wix.com/counseling. Better yet, you can go to my Instagram, AgentK21, and in the bio, you will see the link in that bio. And when you click on the bio, you'll be taken to the page to set up an appointment. Now, if you want to look at other pages, you can click the little 3-line box in the top right corner and take you to other pages. So I have a video on there that I actually made in grad school about my vocational journey. And one thing that I, in my little life, my little story of my life, I talk about how, growing up, I was always into science. Science was always one of my favorite topics. And I didn't know this before, but I'm looking at this list of Starseed information. That's one of the indicators. So I'm going to read it here free form. I have not read this yet. I glanced at it and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I'm going to read some of this here. And then I want to encourage you to do the same. If you are interested in this topic, please find it. It's there for you. So what is a starseed? Starseeds are advanced beings that originated from far distant stars and galaxies, whose mission is to assist Earth into the golden age. They are highly evolved souls with an unfathomable amount of wisdom hibernating in their core. And though they may come from faraway galaxies light years away, they have found a new home living here on Earth. Starseeds experience a total amnesia as to their true identities. However, each is encoded with an activation switch. Each awakening is unique and can range from measured and calm to abrupt and intense. When activated, starseeds don't need to be told what they are, they inherently know. They recall their purpose on Earth and where they're from with no explanation needed. While there are many different beliefs as to the origins of starseeds, their purpose is clear. They are on Earth to be of service to mankind. They are not here to learn or study humans, but to assist our societies into a new age. While scientists will always question the belief in starseeds, they can never disprove their existence. So, a little story time here. Story time, guys. I need some theme music for story time. Okay. So, my awakening process was the latter. It was abrupt and intense. And my awakening process started back in 2008. I'm going to say 2007. I feel like it was on the heels, but I wasn't sure what was happening. It started in 2007. So, 2007, I'm in undergrad school. I went to North Carolina Central University. Shout out NCCU. What up, though? Sound Machine. What's Goonie? I went there and I ended up joining a sorority. After I joined the sorority, I had this, I call them downloads when I get information from the spirit realm. And I had this dream, vision, download, however you want to call it, that I call it God, God's source, universe. My personal relationship is God. I do believe in God, and I believe that God is not a man or a woman. I believe that God is many. I believe that God is everything. So I had a conversation with them, with God, and I was told to cut all my hair off and to start anew, and that to start going natural. Now, at the time, this was kind of before the big natural epidemic. Like, there were, of course, people who were natural, but not like it is now. So I did the big chop. And I just remember my family's reaction, for one. And then I remember going back to school and getting a lot of shade and a lot of confused looks and a lot of hate and there started to be a divide there. And I became kind of isolated. And, that was kind of like the first step into my journey, was to cut off the old and embrace the new. And I had to have my own logical reasons for why I wanted to do it too, but that was the actual spiritual reason behind it. And I didn't have to have shit, but I chose to. And I had to make it reasonable for myself. And so after that, I ended up starting meeting interesting people who started putting me on to new information. And after that, it just kind of went off. But my activation was not an easy process. It didn't really start until 2010. Like, it kind of never really started actually until this year. I would say it had a lot of pump fakes. For those who don't know what a pump fake is, it's a basketball move where you act like you're going to shoot and then you don't, and then your opponent acts like they're going to block and then they miss. Anyway, my process was pretty abrupt, and maybe one day I'll share a little bit more about that. But for now, I'm going to read these Starseed characteristics so that you can learn, are you a Starseed? Are you in fact a Starseed and don't know it yet? Is that what's happening? Let's find out. Starseed characteristics. 27 Starseed characteristics. From a young age, you have had an inherent wisdom that usually comes later in life for other people. You've been told you're an old soul, and you agree. You feel ancient to the core. No matter where you are, you always have a feeling of homesickness. You know what home feels like, even if you can't express it. And you know that your home is not it. This may even lead to depression in some cases. Even as a child, you have always felt different, as though you are unique and others cannot understand you. You feel divided from the world, as if it is a constant battle of them versus you. You often feel morally superior to others, regardless of education or social status. Your sense of empathy is overwhelming. You feel different from those around you. However, you have a natural inclination to relate to their struggles. Your physical body is an enigma to doctors. Oh shit, that's true. I'm sorry. Like I said, this first time reading this shit too, so I'm like learning. We're learning together, okay? Your physical body is an enigma to doctors. It functions differently than everyone else's, and the medical world struggles to understand it. This may manifest itself in ways as small as a lower than average body temperature or inability to withstand heat. You are incredibly intelligent, but bored easily by traditional academics. You have had a paranormal or psychic experience. You may have seen a ghost, heard others' thoughts, had dreams that become reality, etc. You feel as though you have a purpose or mission to fulfill, but struggle to find what you want to do with your life. You lack the passion or intrigue to truly devote yourself to one area and understand the banality of life. The physical limitations of your body often frustrate you. You feel as though you should be able to do more, but are vexed by your restrictions. This is because Starseeds remember far more freedom in their physical form. You have very few friends, but those who seem to understand you without need of explanation. Your dreams are vivid and exceptional, and waking life never seems to measure up. Often your dreams will seem otherworldly, as though your mind has created a completely separate universe. Others are often wary of you or feel uncomfortable in your presence. People instinctually know that you are different, but struggle to verbalize why. You may even feel isolated within your own family. Animals trust you and are naturally drawn to you. You understand them to the point that it feels as though you can communicate. The same is true for babies and small children. They find you fascinating and seem mesmerized in your presence. You are interested in spirituality, but see the divide beyond books and religion. You may not be able to put it into words, but you have a deep understanding that spirituality has always been an intrinsic part of you. You are drawn to metaphysics and the science behind other worlds. You can feel who people are without them ever saying a word. You see beyond the external facade and instinctually know when they are lying. You may seem rude in conversations because you know what the other person is going to say before they even started. People think you are disinterested, when in reality you are frustrated by the pace of the conversation. From a young age, you questioned the ways of society and still feel perplexed as to how others don't see its mistakes. Though your dreams are exceptional, you've always had trouble sleeping. You have a natural ability to make others feel better, whether through medicine or your words. Strangers will often open up about their problems without even realizing it. People's first impression of you is often aloof or cold. However, once they get to know you, they consider you to be one of the most loving people they know. You avoid large crowds and find it hard to handle people in large doses, even friends. To you, people are overwhelming and their emotions and actions seem chaotic. You have an ability to emotionally or spiritually grow much faster than those around you. Your sense of morality keeps you grounded, even when presented with emotions that are difficult for others to handle. So, if any of that resonated with you, I would say look into Starseeds. Do some research. Google that mess. Find everything out you can. Follow Instagram pages about Starseeds. Follow me. Shit. But find more information and take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. This is all for now, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you guys leave with a better understanding of Starseeds and maybe a curiosity into Starseeds. Please share these links in these podcasts as if you choose to. Starseeds are all about getting the message out and raising the awareness. So if it helps you, pass it along. Thank you all for listening. Until next time.